Witam w kolejnym odcinku z Slay the Princess. No i co, teraz mam naprawdę bardzo dużo alternatywnych opcji do sprawdzania sobie w granicach endingu, póki co nazywamy to szczere serce, bo taki właśnie był achievement, a zakładam, że z tego może trochę wpaść. Dobra, i właśnie, no, co, jak to ja, kiedy chciałem czytać ostatniego save'a, gdzie mieliśmy podaj rękę albo odejdź, no to oczywiście zamiast czytać musiałem to nadpisać, więc jesteśmy jeden wybór do tyłu. I właśnie widzę, że nam w ogóle tutaj nie zablokowało tego. Nie wiem, czy to była jakaś wariant w opcjach. Jestem pewien, że kiedyś jak widziałem jakiś gameplay, no to tak to właśnie wyglądało. Ale no teraz nic z tym nie widzę. Znaczy, no oczywiście bardziej mi to pasuje, no bo ja tam pamiętam w miarę co było, co nie było, a gdyby było coś zablokowane, a save'a by nie było, no to lipa. Dobra, no to załóżmy, że oczywiście, ale ręki nie podajemy. Odejdź.
You're offering surprisingly little resistance. He's right. Yes. Well, this is less. Think what you will.
No, to wygląda znajoma. Aha, chyba dosłownie to samo. No, wszystko lecę na tabie, więc... Ale jaki achievement na koniec, to zobaczymy, więc być może ta jedna już nie czy podamy rękę, czy nie, to się tam zmieni. Nie, zupełnie nic. Koniec tym razem wczytaj. I tutaj tych opcji było, więc okej. Czytanie, nie zapisanie. Okej. Cokolwiek było między nami, nie było prawdziwe. To jest prawdziwe.
I don't know what this is.
Wszystko wokół. Chciałbym się dowiedzieć.
Me too. And I don't think we're going to find anything here.
Czyli
So,
co, dalej
I guess
podobnie?
it's time for us to leave.
Ta, zakładam, że tu już jest podobnie, więc wczytaj. Nie wiem, czy którakolwiek z tych opcji coś zmieni. Choć to jest jakby chęć do czegoś wspólnego, więc powiedzmy, że jeszcze tak. Załóżmy to my.
We can be us anywhere. And I think we're both done with being who this place makes us. So, I guess it's time for us to leave.
No dobra, niby... Wiem, czy jest jakiś symbol, który tutaj nam stanie? No właśnie chyba nie, słabo dosyć, ale... Niech będzie. Tutaj jeszcze weźmy wariant, tylko to jest nic nie mówieniem.
Yeah, it's time.
Okej. Znaczy, ta opcja jeszcze jest w miarę na tyle pozytywna, że praktycznie różni się od tej pierwszej. Zobaczmy, jak sprawa się ma do kolejnych. Nie wiem, czy kiedykolwiek mi na tobie zależało, ale może teraz tak będzie.
That's
Czyli teraz
a
tak
nice
będzie,
spot.
czyli...
I think this place was bad for us.
Ale nie doczytałem. Nie. Czytaj. Dobra. Nie jestem pewien, czy kiedykolwiek miałem szansę dowiedzieć się, co do ciebie czuję. Od chwili, gdy znalazłem się w lesie, chciałem tylko odejść.
Then maybe that's what we should.
That was obvious. Nie.
I guess neither of us really know what it means to care about each other, do we? Maybe we'll learn to eventually, or well, maybe we won't. But either way, we aren't going to figure it out here. I think it's time to leave. Come on.
Dobra, jeszcze pójdziemy, bo pamiętam, że tam było szczęśliwy taniec, więc jeżeli było achievement za szczęśliwy taniec, to musi być chyba achievement za, nie wiem, smutny taniec. Więc tutaj jeszcze spróbujmy, aczkolwiek chyba widzę, że na... Oczywiście możemy ją zawsze zabić, to z pewnością będzie czymś nowym. Zróbmy jeszcze tylko nic nie mówienia.
A loaded question, isn't it? I'm not even sure I know what it means to care about someone. I think figuring that out is going to take time. And I don't think this is the sort of place where we figure anything. Let's just get out of here.
No to zabijamy.
Are you sure you want?
On mówi, czy jesteś pewien, gdy ja mu się naprawdę już to szybko
Sending us some
przestawiało.
signals, boss. suppose I am. I'm just worried that I might have made a terrible mistake.
No
Terrible
właśnie.
mistake? Isn't she supposed to end the entire world? Yes, and that
To
hasn't
publiczności mu
changed.
zaczęło jednak zależeć.
I'm just not sure the world I want is worth it.
No to już wiemy, gdzie się
How
podział
can a
głos
saved world
zakochanego.
ever be worse than one that's gone? See, that's exactly what I thought. Think what you will. I'm only here to guide you. You're the one who makes the decisions. Well, well, looks like there's nobody around who can tell us what to do anymore. First the shadows got blown out, now even the big shot narrator man is having doubts. We don't need to waste our time slaying her. We've clearly won.
Aha. Ale już sobie to nadpiszmy. Czyli nadpiszmy. Nie w sumie tak, bo... Dobra, tabela zaczyna się bić, co jest bardziej zagmatwana, więc nie będę się starał nawet jej tłumaczyć. Jeszcze w miarę pamiętam, co było w jakim miejscu. Czyli najpierw ją uśmierćmy, bo tak.
The princess doesn't try to flee as murderous intent settles into your eyes. Nor does she resist as you wrap your fingers around the blade dangling from her neck. As the weapon sinks deep into her heart, all she manages are 3 muttered words.
It's finally over.
I didn't think it would be so awful to help you see this through, but all of this was for a reason. The world is better off without her. I really hope that's true. They always say it's lonely at the top.
Przynajmniej coś nowego.
I didn't think they actually meant it.
I feel cold. But I guess I've felt that way for a long, long time.
She's gone.
Nareszcie koniec.
I'm begging you.
Wszystko to samo, ale zakładam, że nowa powłoka. Więc sobie tutaj zrobimy wszystko. Choć wygląda identycznie, nawet nie ma rany na piersi. Sztylet sobie normalnie wisi.
Something returned.
Dobra, no to co zapominamy? Nothing new. No już jakby wpadł, nie to. Dobra, wczytaj. Ja zabijmy ją, ponieważ świat, choć w sumie... Nie, dobra, to już się nie zmienia, to po prostu nam wyjść do poprzednich. I tak sobie też na tabie przejdźmy. Muszę mieć pewność, że będzie na 100% wymasterowane. Dobra, już tam dalej nie będę leciał. Dobra, więc teraz tutaj. Tu już nic nowego zakładam nie mamy. Zobaczmy, co było tutaj. Dobra, zakładam, że większość będzie podobna. Dobra, załóżmy, że nic się nie zmieniło, ciągle zostajemy, nie ma potrzeby wychodzenia. Więc nic się nie zmieniło, po prostu siedzimy w ciemności.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
That's a really nice way of putting things. But it is a little different, isn't it?
Zakładam, że zabijanie raczej nie zmieni za dużo. Być może zabić na samym początku, ale teraz już na końcówce raczej nie.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever.
Nie, dobra, czyli tutaj już raczej unikatowego nic nie będzie. A żałuję, że nie mam sobie was z samego początku. Zobaczmy, co było w tym miejscu. Dwie są zgaszone, tutaj obecnie nie widzę. Tak, ale jeżeli ostatnio robiliśmy wszystko, żeby nie zgasły, i tak ostatecznie zgasły, a my po prostu sobie wyszliśmy, to w takim razie... W sumie to już też nie ma znaczenia. Tak, dobra, czyli... Cofnijmy tutaj i odrzućmy jedzenie.
It's okay. It's okay.
Tak, w sumie jeszcze nie
We can
wstawaliśmy z
figure
krzesła.
something else out. Think, think, think. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This isn't fine. This isn't fine at all.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
Na czym my
What just
jesteśmy?
happened? Did I do something wrong?
Na tabie w każdym razie. Dobra. Spróbujmy teraz wstać, ale jeszcze nie zupełnie zabijać. Jest mi nie dobra. Najpierw tam powiedz przepraszam i po prostu wstań.
But as you attempt to get up, the
Okej,
torches
nie
flare and
wstajmy.
shadowed hands pin your wrists to the arms of your too comfortable seat. There will be no getting up. There will be no attempts to slay her. At least not for now.
Okej, czyli zgaduję, że mogę się już podejść z tamtymi kolejnymi opcjami. Nie mogę wstać, coś mnie przytrzymuje.
The princess smiles nervously.
Coś czy ktoś?
Yeah, don't worry about it. That's just how it works here. We don't have to go anywhere anymore. We have everything we need.
Dobra, czyli chyba tutaj
He just
wyczerpaliśmy
wants us to be
tematy.
happy.
Jedyne co jeszcze w tym epilogu myślę możemy zrobić to odejść na samym początku. No nie, co też tam mamy jeszcze? Powiedziałaś on. Kogo masz na myśli?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think
A
he made
jednak,
this
ona też ma
voice.
swojego narratora.
Is she talking about a real voice? Like us, but we're at the head of the table. We should be in charge. Is he more powerful than we are? Is he the thing holding us down?
No dobra. Ej, cieniu! Nie masz nic do powiedzenia?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response. Giving us the cold shoulder, I see. Asserting his dominance in the power structure. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me. But he wants me to ask, isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else.
No
you
nasz
have
w
to
sumie
say.
też już jest.
This isn't fair. If I could just talk to him for 2 seconds, I'm sure we could sort this out and figure out a balanced power structure that works better for everyone. But no, he's decided he's above talking to little guys like us, huh?
Dobra, no to tam dalej będzie wszystko takie samo, no to tylko może to ostatnie co tam zostaje to wyjście. Odwiedź się i odejdź.
As you foolishly turn to leave the cabin and abandon the world to its ruination, you're...
No co?
Oh, isn't that convenient? As you
Czego
turn
się
around,
spodziewałem?
you're faced with a solid wall. There isn't a way out. It would appear that you're stuck here until you find
Ale
a resolution
później
to our
jakoś
princess
wyszliśmy.
problem.
No dobra.
That is convenient. Look at us crossing off a whole avenue of exploration. Figuring out the rest of this is going to be so much easier now that we only have one way left to
Iluzje
go.
wyboru.
You know, I'm starting to like you. Because he's blowing smoke up your ass. Because he's being reasonable. Look, it doesn't matter who put that wall there, because it's there. The only thing for you to do now is find the princess and, ideally, find your weapon while you're at it. With nowhere to go but forward, you turn back around, leave...
Dobra, no to tutaj już chyba zakładam, że nic nie będzie. Możemy tutaj usuwać save'y. No nie wiem. Próbował jakoś... Nie, chyba nie. Dobra, jeszcze tylko 4 strony, mniej więcej jesteśmy w stanie to spamiętać. Powiedzmy, będziemy musieli już nadpisywać, a nie robić nowe zapisy. Okej, więc co my chcieliśmy zrobić? Zabić ją jeszcze w rozdziale dama, tak. Tylko z nią wyszliśmy, albo tutaj zaczekaliśmy, a nie próbowaliśmy jej zabijać po uwolnieniu. A nie, to jest zbyt późno. Tutaj nam zabicie już przypadło. Wczytaj to. Dokładnie. Być ostrzy i uśmieć królewnę.
You take the blade from the table, turning its tip towards the unsuspecting princess. Thank you.
Wait. No. You barbarian, what are you doing?
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and strike. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as the blade falls, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult. I feel sick.
Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
No, poza jedną osobą. W sumie to
You
2.
smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
Tym razem nie zyskujesz
You raise the
serio.
blade, aiming the point directly
Walony
towards your
romantyk
heart.
zawsze musi się
Excuse me?
zabić.
No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and...
Rash. The only rash
Ale
decision
pytanie
we've
co
made
z epilogiem
was
wtedy.
running our
Bo jest taka
blade
trochę
through her
różnica,
heart.
kiedy rozrywamy sobie
This
klatkę
is
piersiową,
far from rash.
a kiedy
This is
najpierw ją
patient.
zabiliśmy.
This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Zakładam, że i tak to zrobię, ale tam... To ja tutaj decyduję, a moja odpowiedź brzmi nie.
Exactly, you're not doing this.
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all?
Don't believe this. What? What don't you believe?
Mhm.
Plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
That's right. You're all sorry.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okej. O, dobra, nowy rozdział. Szarość.
You're on a path in the wood.
You horrid monster.
No, lasu
You
to ja
think
tutaj
just
nie
because
widzę.
we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
She won't be alive and well when we
Okrutni.
return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Oh, and I'm still here too. If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
No nie
So
wiem.
You've been here before. Of course you've been here
On
before.
wam pisał
What
więcej
count is it
killi.
this time? 2?
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions.
On.
I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again?
No, prawdopodobnie.
You just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. Why not? You've already done it twice.
It was unpleasant.
It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Can I? Well,
A
I'm
my
not just
nie.
going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I am too. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
No, w końcu możemy coś powiedzieć. Możemy też odejść. Co jeżeli nam nie postawi ściany przed nosem? Dobra, jako już możemy odejść, no to oczywiście... Tak, teraz spróbujemy to jakoś sensownie nadpisywać. Więc... Do tego, myślę, momentu mamy wszystko obczajone. No tutaj ją ostrzegaliśmy, możemy tego nie robić, więc zakładam, że to jest dosyć istotna rzecz. Więc to sobie jeszcze zostawimy, to wszystkie będziemy tutaj mogli. I wszystkie te właśnie pierwsze rozdziały. Bo jakby, no, jak mówiłem wcześniej, jedną rzeczą jest to, że my to robimy, a inną rzeczą jest to, że wczytujemy save'a po tym, jak to zrobiliśmy do jakiegoś poprzedniego. Więc... w sumie nie, myślę, nie musimy się przejmować, bo jakby i tak w końcu tam skończymy. Póki co... W sumie najprościej. Zacznij nadpisywać od początku. Czyli tutaj no... Jakoś dobra, faktycznie tej brzytwy mocno nie sprawdzałem, ale wydaje mi się, że nic tam więcej nie ma. No dobra, zapiszmy. Okej, no to oczywiście najpierw się dowiadujmy. Nie rozmawialiśmy obszernie o tym, jak inaczej wygląda to miejsce. Ostatnim razem nie było inne?
If this isn't the same
Interpunkcja.
part of the woods you're used to,
Znak
that means
zapytania.
that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time.
Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends.
Yes, I already told you that she's alive.
No...
Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well.
I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive.
Influence doesn't require life. But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed.
I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
Najpierw tam pójdziemy, tylko oczywiście jeszcze sobie porozmawiamy. No właśnie. Co się stanie, jeżeli nie wejdziemy do chaty?
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her.
Znaczy, no bo już
before that
spróbowaliśmy to
happens.
obejść. Chyba. Jak my dotkliwie to
Enemy makes
robiliśmy?
her out to be a monster.
Nie
I'm
pamiętam w sumie.
tired of all this slander. She's never hurt anyone in her life except for us, and that was our fault.
We don't know that. She could have done all sorts of things we weren't around to see. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again.
No właśnie.
That would be boring.
Dobra. To ja tutaj rządzę i jeżeli znów ją uśmiercimy, nie zmusisz nas ponownie, żebyśmy się zabili. Rozumiemy się?
Oh, it's clear, you murderer. Though I should remind you that you're not as in charge
no
as you
właśnie.
seem to think you are. I'm sure his outburst last time was just a fluke. I wouldn't worry about him. Besides, if he kills us again, he kills us again. It doesn't matter. He'll tire out eventually. The flame of
Czego
passion
mieliśmy już okazję się przekonać.
Spoken like a true cynic. Enough bickering. Just stay focused and get
Nie,
to
tam
the
chyba jest jeszcze jedno, dowiedz się. Okej, jednak nie. Cokolwiek się wydarzy, wygląda na to, że wszystkie odpowiedzi czekają na nas w chacie. Równie dobrze możemy to doprowadzić do końca. Udaj się do chaty.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, all right? Oh, we'll muck it up all right. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived. Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control?
Bo to coś możecie zabić.
You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Wchodzimy.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle.
Duch.
Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her? Our beloved. So she does live.
Nie nazwałbym
She
tego
doesn't
życiem.
look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. It's just that damn mirror again.
Aha.
Ah, yes, the mirror. So we can see the monster we've become. If it even lets us look before it vanishes too. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
Tak, jakby miała tam jeszcze chyba nóż wbity w serce na tym jej przezroczystym duchowej postaci.
Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
Już idziemy do lustra, już idziemy. Tata, nie ma żadnej drzwi
You
oczywiście.
make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door.
Mhm.
It's still
Ja
so
mówię, robi.
hazy. We should try and clean it off. Yes, trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way. It's time for all of you to see what we've become. You
No
reach
chyba
forward
jednak
and
nie.
place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is
Chyba,
just a
że
little to
staliśmy
your
się
right
drzwiami.
and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things. I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold.
Dokładnie.
We can only hope she might still see some good in us. No way left to go but down.
Chodzimy.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique
Hey.
staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
No dobra. O. Myślę, że mamy wiele do omówienia.
You receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us?
Nie, w ogóle.
Like being here unarmed after what happened last time, I feel so exposed.
Of course she's livid, and with good reason.
You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants.
Ale technicznie, jeżeli jest duchem, to my też jej nie możemy nic zrobić. To działa w dwie strony. Dobra,
As you
schodzimy.
descend the final
A
step,
nie, okej, tam jest
the form of
faktycznie
the
jej
princess
prawdziwe
comes
ciało.
into view.
I jest ich sztylet.
A skeletal body
W dalszym
lying
ciągu
in a heap on
pewnie
the
będzie
floor,
przenikać.
her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain.
Nie wiem, może ze srebra.
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door.
Okej, no to stąd nie wychodzimy.
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you.
Odłożyłabyś tą pochodnię?
Clutching a brightly burning torch.
Jestem jakby...
So that's where
Schody i ściany w tym miejscu są
it's already in her
kamienne.
heart. And yet
Jakby no cały dół jest drewniany, ale jakby...
she is dead.
A,
Have you never heard of
tak
the
długo jak przejdzie nam...
Oh, for the love
Nie, okej,
of-
w sumie
Can we
za dużo
not
powiesz, że
waste
przez te drzwi nie
time
przejdzie.
arguing over the semantics
Okej,
of
niech
what
tego
is
lepiej
and
nie
isn't
upuszcza.
Dead. She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart.
Nie zdziwiłbym się, jakby to jakoś z tym zadziałało.
And everything.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes. Seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the princess's hand.
Może szybko to
Bounces
złap.
down the stairs.
It'll be so
Nie?
much better when it's gone.
I tak
The
kamień nie
skeletal
spalisz,
wood
tylko nas.
basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
Aha, czyli co, nie wychodzimy
Trying
stąd.
to kill us.
Nawet jeżeli nie ogień, no to dym.
Misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Dobra, biegnij po ostrze, biegnij do drzwi. No myślę, możemy nadpisać. Dobra, spróbujmy może najpierw tak jak zakochany mówi wyrazić skruchę.
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
She's holding a grudge. She wouldn't. She's perfect.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel. Bad! I bet it'll feel really, really bad! Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of
Więc?
fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
Tak,
I'm
dokładnie.
not spoiling anything.
Geomancja.
I'm
Ale
trying
zabawa.
to prevent oblivion.
Dobra, najpierw z nim pogadajmy, później będziemy faktycznie działać. Wie nas spali zanim cokolwiek zrobimy, ale trudno. Wypuść mnie! Próbujesz mnie zabić?
Dying apart kept us apart. Dying together will keep us together.
See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us.
Yeah, in a bad way.
She just has a unique way of expressing things.
The heat grows in intensity as the flames draw ever nearer. You can practically feel your skin sizzling already. If you're going to try and stop her from killing you and destroying the whole world, you'd better do something, and you'd better do it now.
I wonder if we look good right now. Fire makes a lot of things look good. I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are in the dancing flames. Do you think she's noticed?
I don't want to burn to death. We don't have to, right?
No nie wiem. Co z tobą? Ja tego nie chcę.
You just think you don't. Sometimes someone else makes decisions for you. And those decisions are for the
No
best.
póki co wszystkie, które podejmuję zaraz wręcz przeciwnie nie było.
Flames
Niekoniecznie
hit
wychodzą
your
na dobre.
form, stripping layers of you away, causing your skin to blister and pop and crisp. As you burn, the princess glides to your side, her ghostly form blackening as she too succumbs. This is terrible. We're going to die. I'd savor this.
Czemu ona się pali jako duch?
Soon enough, we won't have nerves.
And we'll get to die with her. After what you made us do last time, this is as sweet an end as we could hope for.
She clutches you close to her chest, her eyes bright and her smile wide with manic affection, watching as the flames take you away. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins. But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad. It was so bad. But somehow, nothing It's so much worse. You'll get used to it. There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away. Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me. The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin. It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all.
No dobra, jest już długa
We
cisza.
can die happy.
Jęka nienaruszona. Okej. Lustereczko.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Czego to tap nie działa?
I'm begging you, don't.
Dobra, teraz już lepiej. No, patrzymy, patrzymy. Pata. Jak tam teraz? Ładna ceja, wygląda na zdrową.
Something returns.
To teraz... Zapominamy.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Jasne serce. Spalona szarość.
You're on a path in the woods.
Dobra,
And at the end
więc
of that-
o kolejnym filmie spróbujemy faktycznie tutaj cokolwiek zrobić. No nie tylko gadać i płonąć. Ale teraz to już będziemy kończyli, więc dziękuję za uwagę i nara.